Hi YouTube, this is Virginie and welcome to the episode 2 of my expired film series. Today we're gonna talk about the extra film, which isn't that extra after all. At least not in the expired condition I've got them. Who knows what kind of quality my picture could have been if those rolls would have been fresh as a daisy. At first I had only one roll that I've got from a kind subscriber, if I can recall correctly. Expired from May 2005, I shot it at 200 ISO because as the enthusiast that I am, I said to myself, if it's nearly like the Fuji Superia 200 from 2004 that can easily stand those same 200 ISO, let's try and shoot it at box speed. Oh boy, was I wrong. So I naively went on my photo walk with my Canon AV-1 and my roll of extra film, which was indeed extraordinary, sucking on light like an old crackhead vampire who can't get enough even when they know how ugly the day after's gonna be. And with no surprise, the day after the development, day of scanning the negatives then, was indeed ugly as hell. Well, it was kind of a surprise for me though, because as I've said before, I was naive enough to believe it could turn out okay. But I guess I was still high on euphoria from the results I've got with the technical pan from episode 1. It's kind of weird though, because the 3 first images are fire. The colors are just fantastic. But then, I guess it got drunk on light and couldn't handle it anymore. And as you can see, the hangover left its marks. On both sides, there are those curious strips of light, but I know my camera doesn't have light leaks. So, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, deception hit me hard, but I couldn't stop there and let myself be defeated. So, as I always do, I did some research after the fail. Turns out, ExtraFilm was a French factory. Well, I guess I knew that before, because it was literally written on the box next to the expiration date. Here, Lille, in the north of France. So, I've tried to find some more information about this company, but somehow I couldn't. They kind of disappeared from the internet between 2005 and 2010. Although I'm not the best at digging into the web, I quickly let it go and tried to find some other rolls of Extra 200. But I guess they weren't the most successful film stock at the time because I couldn't find any, anywhere. Until one day, one random lucky sunny Sunday, at some big yard sale in a small village, I was buying homemade jam from a nice lady, And the next thing my eyes landed on were 3 brand new looking rolls of ExtraFilm for €5. You can call it destiny if you want, but I'm saying thanks to the analog gods. I was told they were preserved in a building garage the whole time, which is not ideal, I know that. But it's still better than some attic where temperatures can go up to 50 degrees in the summer. So this time I've decided to load it in the same camera, but set the ISO at 80. Since this second roll expired the month after the first one, which was 16 years ago, I would be following the rule of one stop for 1 decade. And may the analog gods be with me for this one. And they were, kind of. Well, I guess they sent some kind of newbie who did his best, even though he wasn't very skilled yet. But still, I've got some images. Better looking ones. And the god of grain was definitely there. Although this one was expected anyway. You can also notice that the same strips of light are persistent on each side of the film. I've decided to attribute this to the ExtraFilm's addiction to light. I guess it missed it too bad during all those years waiting in the darkness of a sad garage. Anyway, I still got 2 more rolls in my fridge waiting to be enlightened. But they'll have to wait a little bit longer because I got some other rolls to satisfy in the meantime. I hope you enjoyed this little story. I hope you even enjoyed some images. If you did, then great. You can like and subscribe and hit the bell for notification because there is more content like this one coming to this channel. Even though I speak French in most of my content, there is no English subtitles available with every new video, so feel free to take a look. And this English speaking series will definitely continue. Thank you for watching, have a good day or good night, and in the meantime, I tell you, see you soon! Bye!